Aznpersuasion here with my boys, Team Bortle, Team Enforcers, here with my boy, Mr. Avery. And what'd you do today here at YCS Knoxville, bro?
Howdy, neighbors.
Howdy,
Avery
neighbors.
here. I lost in top 16 to Mr. Faisal Khan playing his Thunder strategy.
Yeah.
I played a field spell Orcust deck.
Orcust.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my shout outs at the beginning just because otherwise people won't pay attention.
Don't be like me, kids.
Don't forget like
me.
this.
Speaking about not being like bums, biggest shout out goes to Deuce Myatt.
Deuce.
The best bum.
The best bum.
We made this deck together. We ended up like a couple cards different, but yeah, we made the deck together. We had really similar lists, similar concepts, a bunch of things that like weren't done in the Orcust deck beforehand that I can almost promise is gonna be like popularized and like standardized at nationals. So yeah, we made the deck together. It's crazy. Shout outs to SSD, that's Solar System Duelist, and Jam1 TCG. Go subscribe to their YouTube channels. I mean, the channels y'all are on are cool, but Jam1.
Come over there and then check them out.
Jam1 TCG, and then just all the San Antonio people that believed. Jerry, Mark, Drew, Quentin, Zach, Blake, Alex, even though he's not there, Aaron. That's about Jerry, Crane. Just whole city, everyone just works together now. It's insane.
That's awesome. All right,
And biggest shout out to Mark testing wise besides Deuce,
Hey,
just
Mark got
because
there too.
I played Mystic Mine in my deck and he just decided that he'll just keep testing against me.
Fair enough. You took the real big L, but you're a good friend.
All right, so I played Field Spell Orcust. I played 5 Dangers. So these are worse than other extenders, but these are better than every other extender because all of them are just a free monster, but this one going second allows your cards like Twin Twisters, your Nightmares, your Mermaids, card like that just to be better. So I only play these because you have to with these. And it's not like these are like bricks or anything because they just are never bricks. But this was just a really good ratio that just allowed me to see the better one more consistently, but if I see the bad ones, it's not actually Garnets. And it's Dark Monsters, and this is really good with Greffer.
Oh, yeah.
Because I played Greffer and Rhoda. Best sub-engine in the deck.
Yeah, trick stars.
There's a reason people play this ratio. If you play 2 Skeleton, it's because you just aren't good at resource management. It's kind of a Garnet. There's just no reason for this card to be at more than 1 if you're just playing correctly. What's up? Oh, gotta go.
gotta go.
Sorry, new phone. I played 3 PKs. So you can resolve Rusty multiple times in theory because a lot of your gains last multiple turns, especially if you get stopped, which is the cool part about this deck because there's a lot of decks that if you get stopped really can't do much halfway.
Yeah.
But this deck's really good at doing things halfway and ending on extenders to where you can play next turn. So this allows you to do things halfway. It also lets you like pitch Orcust and stuff like that.
Good word.
I got you.
Halfway.
It's also just good cards to pitch off your Nightmares because they can be extenders because they can add Crescendo, or it lets you, if you get stopped, add Fog Blades to try again next turn. So these were just really good. Also, if you draw this one, you basically just cannot discard it if you only play 1, as opposed to if you play multiples, you can discard it or normal summon it, and you just couldn't beforehand. So I just don't like playing less. 1 Destrudo. It's the card that makes these into 1-card combos if they need to be. A lot of the times I try not to send this if I have the ability to. I try and send like Harp or something like that. Because I played this engine over the Connector engine. This engine is just better than the Connector engine because 1, it doesn't lose to impermanence. 2, it's better going second. Just because going second, like Connector doesn't do anything like in terms of if you summon the Let Dolphin Resolve, they don't have a hand trap. But as opposed to if this activates, they almost have to negate it because otherwise you're actually getting extenders to the graveyard as opposed to just a card that's going to end up making Phoenix. So this is better versus cards like Widow Anchor. So I mean, these were just, they were just crazy. Trying to think if there's anything else to say. Deuce played 3 of this. I think Dangers were just better. That's about it. Oh, another thing about Connector is if you draw a Connector, it has to be a normal summon. If you draw a Dolphin, it has to be a normal summon. If you draw Rhoda, it has to be a normal summon. Meaning like you just have more normal summons that you could potentially brick on. But in reality, in this deck, because I play Light Stage, Greffer, Rhoda, these have the ability to be extenders. And your Light Stage engine, you play a full like Trickstar package. So in reality, these are the only 2 cards in your deck that only function as normal summons. Every other normal summon that can be a normal summon that is a full combo is also an extender. So it allows you to see multiples and it lets your crazy hands be crazy as opposed to activating a Dolphin effect. Because if you activate a Dolphin effect, it's just, you play through a hand trap with a connector plus an extender. So you play through a hand trap with this plus an extender. You just play through a larger like number of cards. It's just better going second too. Also post side, we sideshoot all dragons. There's better there. 3 instant fusion. Card was bananas. We played Thousand Eyes and Winda. This card's an out to Lancia because you can make your Nightmare, Mermaid into Orcust, and then Galatea, activate instant fusion, summon Winda, overlay into Dingirsu. And then at that point you get to clear a board. So this works through Lancia, Dweller, cards like that. So you end on a card that just floodgates them, and then end phase detach. You only have to detach during the end phase that it was actually happened, so then your Winda's just there for the rest of the game. So that's crazy. And then against like Salad, Striker, stuff like that, this just trades with negates because you summon Thousand Eyes. You can use the effect and either turn off Ray, which that deck has trouble getting to more if you like clear the multi-roll. Or against Salad, you activate it, target a Salomon Great Link, and yeah, it just beats it. They have to negate it because then otherwise their Roar is dead, or their Rage is dead, or it's not as good, or they have to an effect be like something has to happen. Foolish card was decent. 3 Called by the Grave, 3 Twister, and the part that made this deck better than every other deck in the room.
Field spells, baby.
We played the field spell deck.
Ooh, the Mystic Mind. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So these are semi-standard. I see people like always play them, but they don't play maximum numbers. You just always want to see these cards. These cards are always just combos, like they're extenders, they're starters. If you activate Roars, or if they're playing Salamangreat or decks like that, or even the Mirror, if you activate a light stage, they pretty much have to negate because you know where the crescendo is. A lot of times you can 1 and 2 Roars and they don't want to take that chance. They have to negate. So drawing like multiple copies of this isn't bad. And in a deck that discards off Nightmares, drawing like multiple copies of cards isn't bad. So you just always want to see these. Standard part that's not standard is this. This is magical mid-breaker field, but better. You can activate this and then full combo through hand traps, stuff like that. We ran into an issue with sometimes you just can't beat Abyss Dweller. And if you activate this at Abyss Dweller, you just pass. And then next turn, they can't do it. And it's just better. It gives you a chance versus decks like Thunder, Pendulum, stuff like that. Sometimes the Mirror opens ridiculous, and you just throw all of your cards at them, like Cerberus' Nightmares, your Exceed, everything, and then you mine them, and a lot of people don't have outs to this in their deck, or at least like they have to out it within the next couple turns. And the thing is, your deck naturally just makes follow-ups for itself. So you'll just stick them under mine, like in the Mirror, and then they'll end up with Rusty plus a monster. So there's no way for them to clear down to less monsters, especially if they're going for Babel, which most people are. So this card was just ridiculous. You just blow them out with mine and then just play through everything next turn. Or you can just deck them out, which I did several times against the Thunder deck, where you just throw your cards at them, and then activate mine and say pass, and they're playing a Sekka deck. So you just don't have an out to it. That's it. So that was the best part about the deck. It's good. We side one of these out a lot. Other than this, it's good. We go for this instead of Babel.
How many cards?
43.
43. Ugh.
Gotta go.
Is it incorrect, dude?
Think how nasty that number sounds. Just
40.
think about it, like in deck building. Oh yeah, I played 43.
You don't let him roast you like that.
It's cleaner sounding. No, I had every card I wanted to in my deck, so it just worked out that way. Also, with the Mystic Mind deck out strategy, especially against a deck like Salad, which deck thins, but not that much. If you're like throwing your cards at them, you actually do deck thin about 7 cards or so, where you can still like deck them out there. Mainly against Thunder, because there's Thunder builds playing more cards, and it makes it so that you can deck out Thunder versus, because sometimes you do still have to deck thin some against Thunder to be able to stick Mystic Mine, like between Cerberus, Mermaids, stuff like that. And it makes it so that if you hand trap them, like a floodgate hand trap like Lancia or Droll or something like that, it makes it so that your Mystic Mine can still deck them out. And it doesn't actually change your consistency in a deck full of 1-card starter cards. You're actually less likely to draw individual bricks if you just add starters. So I played 1 mine, 1 Black Garden. Crazy against Striker turns off every card in their possession if they have mine. Otherwise, it just turns off all their back row and everything. You just blow them out there. Turns off mine. If you summon 5 tokens, they also just can't summon Ray back when you clear their monster. It is crazy. Other than that, I sided 9 cards for Thunder, 10 if you count this. Because I chose second post side against every single deck. Because so many of your cards just get better post side. This is crazy against Thunder. Lose the Crystal Wing, but people weren't really making it for the most part. Yeah, card was just crazy because you have to hit, like, if you open this plus, what's that card called? Mine, you just auto win. If you open just this, it eats 2 negates by itself, or if they mess up and don't chain their egg, targeting their own hot red obscurely, then this beats 3 negates by itself. So it's just crazy. 3 Droll, Thunder. 3 Lancia, Thunder Mirror, Side the Stall Engine. These cards were the best cards in my deck. It MST's a card, which is what Light Stage does. It puts a body on board, which is Light Stage does. It Foolish Burial's a card, which is better than what Light Stage does. It has the ability to stick a window, which is a floodgate, which is crazy. And then a lot of the times you link off your window because you just use this as like the best extender in the game. And at that point, then you get the card back in your hands. You committed 0 cards to clear a card, foolish a card, have a card on board, and then when it's linked away, get this back. This is just unreal.
Insane.
All right, extra deck. Nightmares. These are standard, less standard. I made this once. It was to ensure game. It can be another card. It could be like Insulator. If you play Engage, it can be Kagari, whatever. Redoer. Card's crazy, better than Savage, especially because I only play 1 Destrudo, but either way, this card, a lot of times it's like more makeable through hand traps. So the card was just crazy. 2 Ding, just crazy. I played 3 Galatea, 1 Long Gear Sue. I heard that some people were playing too. Shouts to Aaron McInnes and Noah Begelman. I guess I just play like a monkey because I think I need 3 of one of the best cards in the deck.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, sue me. In my combo that makes 2 turn 1, how dare I think I need more? Yeah, the ratio I think is correct. Played Rusty, Bortle Sword, standard combo plus any 1 monster on field, no TK because of this card. Thousand Eyes Window. I made both of these a lot with Instant Fusion.
You were summoning purple cards all day.
Oh yes. Yeah, I've already given shout outs, but thank y'all, everyone.
You missed one shout. Shout out to Brick City. If we're not bricking, we're winning. I forgot to say it too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's Mark's little
yeah,
club.
we're nice. This deck was crazy. Probably should be prepared at Nationals. That's about it.
All right, man. Congrats on getting top 16, Avery, and thanks for the deck file, bro.